What's going on, guys? Ingersoll, Third Down Thursdays, here with another NFL draft profile. Today, we have Austin Booker, defensive lineman out of Kansas. Austin Booker, he plays more of an edge, but he is a 6'6", 245 redshirt sophomore coming from Greenwood, Indiana, a Minnesota Golden Gophers transfer. And, well, the kid's kind of good. Last season in 2023, he had 56 total tackles, 4 of them being solo with 16 assists, 8 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pass deflected. No awards for the kid, sadly, but Kansas Jayhawks, they were an alright team last year, and he wasn't the focal point of that Jayhawks defense, but he was still pretty good. Numbers don't lie. Getting 8 sacks in your first year truly starting, pretty good. But moving on to his strengths and weaknesses. Looking at his strengths, his first thing, that big thing I noticed is his closing burst. His closing burst is outstanding, and Booker routinely finishes plays last year. He has the range and toughness as a run defender, capable of dropping the anchor to set the edge and showing the acceleration to chase down the backside in pursuit. He can chase down that QB. He can chase down that running back trying to go off the edge. He can chase down a wide receiver trying to fly back through the backfield. Got speed. His spin move, his spin move ain't no Aiden Hutchinson, but it's very, very dang good. As it is already NFL caliber, and he displays a very good motor. He can work. He's a high effort pass rusher with a present combination of length and speed. 6'6", lanky boy, and only 240, he can move. Don't ask him to play that D lineman. He has to stay on that edge as a standing 4 sort of guy. He's flexible enough to bend the edge. He uses that acceleration, that speed to close the edge, and he's flexible enough to bend the edge when he needs to be. And when he is the best, he's using his tools the best when he can use his quickness. He's fast. He can change direction. He can go left, right, up, down, like snap the fingers, like cake almost. He's got nimble feet. He can chase running backs and mobile quarterbacks to the sideline when lined up at the end. He can spin off the blocks to get back into play. Decent flexibility, using that spin move, and he is fast. However, not all players are good. He's got a few weaknesses, and Booker is awful. He's an eager guy. You can tell he's very excited when he plays. That he often will abandon responsibility against the run. He's too focused on getting upfield, trying to get to the quarterback, that a running back could just right past him. Can't do nothing about that. Frame-wise, he's big. 6'6", 6'6" as a D lineman, pretty big. That's what she said. Cut that. Lengthwise, he's up there. He's 6'6", but he's only 246 pounds. So lengthwise, he's up there, being 6'6", but weight-wise, he's only 240 pounds. 246 actually, if we're being exact. So he's likely going to have to bulk up and play with his hand in the dirt. He can't be a standing 4 guy, which if he can't put on some weight, can't develop that hand down move, it ain't going to work. And his last big con is he struggles to disengage once blockers get to his chest. And while he can move, he's fast, he has that acceleration, he has that working motor, he's awful too caught up in the wash when working his way down the line. So that can be a problem as someone who is not projected to be a day 1 or day 2 guy. But let's look at this film, and so you guys can truly see his strength and speed to his advantage. So looking at the first clip, you see he rolls around his guy, the spins move out, try to chase down the quarterback. Same here. You see he dives in, spins, and uses that upfield, tries to go upfield in order to take down the guy. Very impressive. Here he is again. See him on the lineman, and he's using that speed and that motor just to go straight up. He's very upfield oriented. Spins off, chases his guy down. Just that lineman, those linemen, I feel so bad for them. They have no chance He's fast. He's nimble. You can tell that he's a worker. He wants to get by. Wants to try to chase his man down. Doesn't always work though, as you can see. He's not always getting the tackle. Yes, he's getting past his man, but he's too upfield oriented. It's not completely ideal. But he's still good though. This film does show, yes, he doesn't always get to the ball, but he is still good. And when he does get there, when the spin move does work and he manhandles his offensive lineman, to put it the least, there's something with him. But going into his draft, where I think he's going to get drafted, I'm seeing him as a 5th-round pick right now. Really, anywhere in day 3 he can go. But he's looking at the other defensive linemen in the class. He's not that up there. He's ranked as maybe the 10th best D lineman in the class. He's a project, to say the least. If he spends a season or 2 on practice squad, I wouldn't be personally surprised. Because, well, he's got the tools. He's got the length. He's got the stutters. He's got the speed. He's a worker. He's got the motor. But being a standing forward, having a spin move as your best thing and not having the weight, that could set him behind. But if a defensive-minded team picks him up, develops him, puts on maybe 15, 20 more pounds of muscle, not just weight, but like of some muscle, kid's going to be good. And I feel bad for offensive linemen that are going to have to go up against him. They're going to get embarrassed. But that's all we have from myself, Ingersoll, TDT Media, and stay tuned. This is not the last player profile we have. So if you want to keep learning about some guys who are going to be at the Reese Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, stay tuned.